cold. Listen to the song I sing, wait for the music trivia. I take song requests, let's make a funky denim jacket. Gather all your supplies, fun patches and sparkly iron-ons. Let your creativity flow, show your personality flow. Show your personality, denim jacket with funky flair. Let's get to crafting.
Back through the years I go wandering once again, back to the seasons of my youth. I recall the box of rags that someone gave us, and how my mama put those rags to use. There were rags of many colors, but every piece was small, and I didn't have a coat, and it was way down in the fall. Mama sewed the rags together, sewing every piece with love. She made my coat of many colors that I was so proud of. As she sewed, she told the story from the Bible she had read about a coat of many colors Joseph wore, and then she said, perhaps this coat will bring you good luck and happiness. And I just couldn't wait to wear it, and Mama blessed it with a kiss. My coat of many colors that my mama made for me, made from only rags, but I wore it so proudly. And although we had no money, I was rich as I could be in my coat of many colors my mama made for me. Hi guys, welcome to the Singing Crafty Crafter. Dolly Parton, how many of you knew that song? Oh my gosh, it's actually like, I believe it's one of her, it might be her favorite song that she ever wrote. But you know what? I'm not gonna tell you all about that because we're gonna give you a little bit of trivia on that song later. Gotta watch the video and you'll find that trivia in here somewhere. Okay, so guess what I did today? I think you guys already know, right? Because of my intro. Yeah, I made me a funky jacket. Well, it's not made of rags, but okay, so here's the story. Dollar Tree started coming out with patches, I don't even know when. And maybe they were doing it before I even noticed it, but somehow, one of their patches I saw and I liked. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've always kind of wanted to do this. Just get a denim jacket and just cover it with patches and everything. So you guys, when we moved down here to Mexico, I brought all of my patches, all of my everything, and I bought my denim jacket and I was like, I'm gonna make my jacket. And so that's what I've done. Now, I'm gonna show you guys this jacket in a little bit better view. But just right now, let me get this out of my way so you can see, like, it's so fun, you guys, but here's the best part. Ready? What? It's decorated on the inside too. Oh my gosh. Okay, so hold on, let me show you how I made it. All right, so this is a challenge video too, and it's called Craft Your Stash. And it's Sunflower Tasha DIY, Lady Red Crafting, and Joanna's DIY Life. All three of those channels I know, I'm sure you know, and where are they gonna be? They're gonna be down below in my description box, okay? So make sure you go check out the playlist. Here's how I made the jacket. So these were just pretty basic, you know, your regular instructions for iron-ons and whatnot, okay? But the bling ones, sometimes it's a little difficult to separate the backing from what you're gonna iron on. So I just got 2 pieces of tape, you know, posing and pull it apart. Eventually I get that apart. So there's a little difficulty in that on a lot of these. And then as you're pulling it off, you gotta be careful and make sure that all of your bling come with you. Now, the biggest thing about ironing the bling blings on is that you have to make sure your iron isn't too hot. By the way, right there, I'd already found the middle and I had a safety pin pinned right there. And then I'm putting it on, I'm like, well, that's not in the right spot. So I peel it up carefully, put it back down. Anyway, so just follow the instructions. The instructions are perfect on all of these. But the one thing is you want to test your iron, because if you melt the plastic, it's too hot. And if it's too hot, what happens is you move the diamonds when it melts the plastic. So a little bit of trial and error, like, you know, how long, I don't remember the seconds, how long it said to iron it, but it was just a little bit of trial and error for the heat temperature on my iron, and then once I figured it out, it was set for the rest of the jacket. And then just carefully, you know, I was lifting and checking, and then you let it dry completely before you remove your plastic. That's in the instructions, and it's absolutely important. And then that faith was missing a couple little dots there, but oh well, that didn't matter. And I'm just centering this. I folded it in half to find the center. Okay. And this is just another bling bling one where I'm just making sure it's centered and so on and so forth. Okay. So like I said, I don't think the blings are gonna last that well. These are pretty small little diamond things on here, so they're not gonna, I just don't see these lasting very well. But anyway, so I had a little tiny bit of movement when I went to pull that off, and I would just go back and iron it. Now, I kept these plastic sheets because I actually used them to cover up other patches as I was putting them on. And it worked really well because I knew it was iron safe, and I knew that if it melted, it was too hot, right? So it was sort of my guide for the whole thing. And I just started laying out my patches, again, following the instructions for the time. And then when you're doing something like this, when you're closer to the edges of, or the seams, it takes a little bit longer, I guess, because it's not as level, right? So it's harder for the heat to get in there. But anyway, if I lift it up, I would just double check all around the patches, and then I would just iron down more. Again, letting them cool is really important. This actually took me 2 days to do because of the cooling down time. I put one on and then cool it down. And then that was just a little heart, so I put it on the left side inside where my heart is. I just had so much fun. All right, so I had this little mermaid tail patch, and I was like, be so cute having it coming out of the ocean. First I thought out of my pocket. So these were just patches that they sold at the Dollar Tree for like patching knees or something. But it was such a pretty funky ocean color, so I just made my own patch here. And then later on you'll see I add white to it. Now these are the ones that it was the gold leaf iron-on stuff. This is a little more difficult. And it takes just a lot, but I think that I ironed a little bit longer than it said to, just to try and get it to separate. But in the end, what I have to do is almost like rub it on like a rub-on transfer. So get it all really heated up, and then I had to rub it on to get the separation from the white portion of the paper, basically. So that, because that's not supposed to go on. You're just supposed to get the gold dots. But see, I had to almost like rub them on to finish the separation from the white paper. Anyway, it was just a slow process, and eventually I got it to work. I really do like how this looks on the collar though, so, and there you go, see, pulling it back, rub a little bit more if it didn't, yeah, there you go. Okay, and then I had a little piece of this left over from doing the collars, and I was like, oh, it looks so cute with that gold pattern, so I just cut a little heart out and put it smack dab in the center. Plus, I didn't have enough of the gold leaf to do the entire collar, so this just worked out perfectly. And I think it looks really cute. And then I'm just gonna take, that was a iron-on sheet that had butterflies, but I cut all the butterflies out. Then I had all this, it's like sparkly white, and so I thought, oh, I will make some accents to my little waves there. And so that's exactly what I did. I think it came out really cute. And then, I mean, I even added like splash droplets and stuff. So I think this came out really cute, just a cute little addition. So, and it's because don't all girls want to be a mermaid? Yeah. I don't know if I really want to be a mermaid, but anyway. All right, so then I don't know what else I show you here. I think I go to one more on the inside of a sparkly thing. Look, that looks so cute, doesn't it? The white accents on that. That was my crafting. That was like literally my crafting on this jacket. And that's not true. I did a lot of crafting because I had to separate ones, and I made my own. Like down there where it says blessed, that was a leaf that I cut in half and put on either side of it. And then this is the last bling bling one. I wasn't sure I was going to use it, and then I thought, oh, what the heck? Well, I'm not going to use it for anything else. I might as well put it on the inside of my jacket, just for the fun of it, right? And then it just didn't want to come off as usual, but eventually I got it on there. Okay, and that's it. So you can see, literally, this was just grabbed all of these different patches. But there's a few things. Okay, so number one, you guys, this is a really good clothing hint. So this jacket was too big. I was gonna show you, hold on. Okay, so I purposely got a bigger jacket, and I got it in the men's section because I just wanted a bulkier, bigger fun jacket. But here's what you do. When you get a man's jacket, they're usually too long in the sleeve and too big and bulky. And so this is my little trick. So the way to fix that is you take your sleeve, you fold it over, so now you've shortened it, and then you take this and you button it this way. Of course, it's not gonna button easily because that would just be helpful, right? And then what you end up doing is just exactly what I've done here. It's almost like a cufflink effect, but it cinches the sleeve for you. And then I ironed on this really cool pattern. So this is what I did. I bought all these patches. I also bought their iron-on sheets. There are things like that said different things, like, and then just everything that they had was an iron-on. And so this was just this really cool sheet of stuff, and I put that on the sleeves. I just thought that was cool and funky. But most of these patches have a meaning. Just so, for instance, this one. So I call my daughter Emma. I call her my sunflower. The other one I call Daisy, and my oldest daughter, I called her Sweet Pea, but I never found sweet peas, but she loved butterflies, right? So there's a representation. And then this is my favorite part down here. This represents my grandkids. So first of all, I do nothing but smile when I'm with them. And we had this fun trip that we took to the aquarium. I took them to see the dinosaur, this thing down. These are all representations of fun trips with the grandkids. This was swimming with the dolphins. And every time they spent the night with me, we always had to get donuts, pizza, and when the ice cream guy would go by, we'd go get a popsicle. And this just represents that Bella, because that's what they call me, was horrible at techno stuff, so they were always doing all my techno stuff for me, right? That was before. Now I'm getting better at it. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little video of the jacket on me so you can see all this, but there's so many things I wanna really point out that are different. So see the inside of the collar, which is really cute, because I can wear my collar flipped up like that. And then on this side, I just tacked one little thing here. It was a cut off from another thing. So one thing when you're dealing with patches or irons on, don't be afraid to cut them apart, right? So that came off of trying to see what side does. That came off of one that said queen, but then I just took the queen and I put it on the inside here. This is really fun because it's decorated inside and out, and it's just funky. And I'm gonna keep adding to it. So this represents, obviously, I love my country. And Mark's was in the Navy, so that represents him. There's all kinds of, there's one little tiny, oh, here's Jax. Jax is right here, and I'm kind of a conspiracy theorist. And Jax has turned into Ginger, and he's got the floppy ears, and my favorite grandchild plays basketball. And my all-time favorite food in the entire world is French fries. How sad is that? But it's true. I cannot tell a lie. And then like this says Taco Tuesday because we're in Mexico here. So I've also lived in Mexico for a while, so that represents that. And then there's a little squirrel on here somewhere. Yeah, here's my little squirrel patch because of my ADD. And so I like squirrel all the time. I'll go off. Yeah, anyway. So lots of fun stuff on here. On the back, it says hope. And there's feathers because when I was a widow, I found my tribe and they really represented hope for me. So it's just a part of my life, so on and so forth. Okay, let me just quickly show you a video of me wearing it. So this isn't gonna be the best video, but you guys can see. So it's super cute. See what I'm talking about? Like I got it kind of big. And so the sleeves are so cute. And then look at the back. I put my hair up just so I could pop the collar for you guys. Can you guys see the back there? It's just so fun, and there's just patches all down here. On the back, it says, look up, there might be can you guys see it? It says, look up, there might be a rainbow waiting for you or something like that. And it has faith, and it says queen on the back. But it's so, isn't it cute? It's just fun and funky, and I'm gonna add to it. So I'll show you more video of it, and I'll show the whole inside for you too. All right, so you can, I'm gonna use this so much, you guys, and right now in Mexico, it's actually getting cold. You have to wear jackets at night, and so this is just perfect. I love this, and what I also love is because it's big, I could actually pair it with a zip-up hoodie underneath, you know, if I'm in really, really cold weather, but this is a staple. So Marcus goes, that's a no wash. No, Marcus, no, sorry. Marcus says, that's a hand wash. And I said, no, that's a no wash. This is a no wash. This is a, like, be careful, we don't want to wash it kind of thing. And if I ever do wash it, I will absolutely probably hand wash it, just because of all the, I think everything's on there pretty good. Okay, so here's my review on the Dollar Tree iron-ons and the patches and everything. I've got to say, the patches are phenomenal. These are just, the patches, the regular patches. These are phenomenal. And then these are their like material patches, also phenomenal. And the iron-on, the sheets of iron-on are really phenomenal. So this was an iron-on sheet, but I cut the butterfly out, and then I used bits of that to make the white part of my waves. Anyway, but what gave me a little bit of difficulty was the one that was like the gold leaf that I used here, which I showed you that, and also all the bling bling ones. Now I don't imagine the bling bling ones are gonna last forever, but this jacket's going to, and I'll just keep adding stuff on. Okay, enough about that, you guys. Don't forget to go down and check out the playlist. I'm gonna give you a little bit more video, exit video here of some more pictures of the jacket. Isn't it cool? Are any of you inspired to do something? This is so me. I know I'm 60 years old and I'm gonna wear this funky jacket because you know what? It's never too old to have fun with your clothing. That's what I say. All right, everybody, have a great day. Oh my gosh, you. Oh, okay. There wasn't a bull patch. I didn't, no cow, no bull. I didn't find one. Eventually I will, I promise. No, I totally promise. Yes, yeah. No, I'm sorry. Nothing to represent Ferdinand or Effingham. Okay, anyway, so let's see. From your sync, do you guys like the intros and the exits? It's a fun new thing. I'm just waiting to see how much feedback I get on YouTube, and I'll keep doing them or not. But anyway, and the Singing Crafty Crafter, of course, the new name of my channel, so I hope you guys all appreciate that. Make sure to drop me a comment or a like for sure, and an emoji or something like that. Okay, everybody, did I already say have a great day, a great week, a great life? And as always, from your Singing Crafty Crafter, no, I don't have the words in front of me. It's so bad. From your pause. You know, sometimes, because I don't write anything down, this is all off the cuff. Anyway, so my coat of many patches that I got from the DT, made with just an iron, but I'll wear so proudly. It's okay, good enough, right? All right, you guys. So happy bargain hunting, which doesn't really go anymore. I don't know. Don't forget, you can give me, I should end it. Like I'm not gonna say happy bargain hunting anymore. Oh my gosh, those of you who've been around for a while, I used to say happy hunting at your local Dollar Tree. Then I came to Mexico, couldn't say that anymore, so then it was happy bargain hunting. So let's see, I think it should be about a song now, right? I don't know. Anyway, you guys come up with something. We'll see you next time. Toodles, say goodbye, besties. Good enough. There's gonna be jacket videos, so don't go anywhere. A little bit of history about that song, My Coat of Many Colors. So Dolly Parton wrote it, and it's a true story. Her mother really did make her a jacket like that. And she composed the song in 1969 while she was traveling with Porter Wagoner on a tour bus. And she didn't have any paper, so she wrote the song down on the back of a dry cleaning receipt from one of Porter Wagoner's suits. And when the song reached number 4, it reached number 4 on the U.S. country singles in 1971. And Porter Wagoner took that receipt and had it framed. He framed it in his office. Okay, but what's really interesting, I think, about this song is that there's a final verse that didn't get recorded on the song. And the moral of the story for this song is so good because we're as rich as, you know, we want to be, right? And so the very last verse is so touching. And it was, though life Through life, I've remained happy and good luck is on my side. I have everything that anyone could ever want from life, but nothing is as precious as my mama's memory and my coat of many colors that my mama made for me. So there you go. I love Dolly Parton. I don't know about you guys, and it is said to be her favorite song that she's ever written. And it has been covered by other artists, but nobody compares to Dolly Parton. Come on now. Anyway, there's your music trivia for the day. In my coat of many colors, my mama made for me.
Too fun to create, that's my denim jacket. With funky flair, drop a jacket emoji if you are still here. Love to my besties, thanks for watching. Come back real soon. Tuttles from your singing crafty crafter. To create, that's my denim jacket. With funky flair, drop a jacket emoji if you are still here. Love to my besties, thanks for watching. Come back real soon. Tuttles from your singing crafty crafter.